2 game-winning shots. I know it's just another W, but this one's got to feel extra sweet, right?
Not really. Same old, same old.
All right, so real quick, that dunk, is that a flagrant? Is that an offensive foul? With Blake did, or is that a legitimate dunk?
No, it was a legitimate dunk.
No foul.
No, I don't think so.
It seemed like you guys were kind of doing everything you wanted to do. You're getting your shots, that's one-on-one, Bynum getting his shots, Lamont getting the lane. This seemed like what you kind of envisioned what this team could be.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's getting to a point where it's tough for teams to really match up with us. We're passing the ball so well. Our interior passing is very well. Spacing's much better. Our three-point shooting is starting to get a little bit better. So it's tough for defenses to really decide what they want to do.
Kobe, can you talk about Bynum and Sessions' performance tonight as well as the whole team?
They played extremely well. I mean, but that's what they're capable of doing. Sessions been playing that way consistently for us since he's gotten here. And Andrew's been playing consistently that way all year long. So it's not much of a surprise for us.
That physicality that Blake was playing against Powell, how do you think you're responding to that?
I think Powell did a great job. I mean, he's not, if Powell was getting the amount of touches that he was getting, a couple of years ago last season, it would have been a big night for him. But, he's extremely unselfish. He understands Andrew is playing extremely well, so he's, willingly takes a step back and lets Andrew be productive. But Powell's just fine.
The
games against the Clippers.
Play out this when after missing a game and playing with the left ankle.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was well rested. He had a day off, so he was well rested. His batteries were recharged, and he's ready to go.
Do you think games against the Clippers are especially chippy?
Yeah, I mean, this year more than ever. I think they've been trying to really establish themselves here in the city, and I think as a consequence, the games have been a little bit more physical than the past.
Would you want to meet them down the line?
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
This seemed like I think it was maybe after the exhibition games you talked about, well, they'll be the exciting team, with all the dunks, but, you guys might not be exciting, but you'll
spit it out, man. Jesus Christ.
I mean, was tonight kind of what you were thinking about back then?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to make spectacular plays. We're not going to make too many spectacular plays. We're just going to do what we do, and
Kobe, talk about
at the end of the day, if we win, it's because we make the fundamentally sound play and we play well together and we understand each other. And 2 points is 2 points.
Can you talk about the execution and the composure down the stretch? You guys lost the lead, but yet came back and fought and regained it in one game.
Well, we kept our poise. We were very calm and just composed. The crowd obviously gave them a lot of energy. Their bench came in and gave them a lot of energy, but we maintained our composure and made big plays.
What is the most difficult aspect now about playing the Clippers?
The most difficult aspect about it? It's the same old for me. I mean, it's nothing different. I mean, you obviously have to match up with Chris, and you have to deal with Blake's physicality and Karan's shooting and Randy Foye. You have so many weapons. But, I mean, it's really no different than, some of the other top teams that we face in the league.
Did Sessions' huge play down the line give you even more confidence in him?
Well, yeah, I mean, he made big plays, and, it's tough for teams to really game plan now because they have to deal with Sessions. They have to guard him, because he's a legitimate scorer.
Just as far as his tendencies go and just, making the reads, how have you seen that evolve since he's been here?
No, I mean, he's been making great reads since he's gotten here, but that's just because he can play. He's got a lot of talent. He has a high basketball IQ. He can shoot the long ball. He can shoot the mid-range floater. He can get all the way to the rim. Makes great passes. I mean, he can play.
Do you feel like you guys are kind of locked into that third spot in the West right now?
Yeah, we have no shot at getting the second one.
How was your approach?
4.5.
It's still there.
Okay. Seems like the more
daunting task.
Seems like the more physical they try to play you guys, the best it brings out of you. I think you guys react pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it all before, though. You know what I mean? We're a very veteran group. We've been in tough situations. This group here has been down 15 points in the Game 7 in the finals. It's not much really we're gonna flinch at.
You've been wearing that shin pad the last couple of games and the boot now. What's going on there?
It's a fashion statement.
Taking out for Kevin Day.
Yeah.
How about middle world piece on CP3 late in the game?
Made a big play, made a big steal. Really turned the tide for us.
Kobe, one of the reasons you play through stuff is to kind of show the guys in your team, right? You want to be in the floor. With Bynum going through something like that, is that the kind of just ethos you want to have for the team? You want to show?
Yeah, well, I mean, that has to be kind of the character of our team and what we're made of. And, you got to be willing to play through things. If you're able to get out there and perform, you should do it.
How about holding leads? It's been a problem since the first game of the season. Even tonight, double-digit lead. They got back in last night, same thing. How is that a habit? Is there what needs to change?
No, it's just execution in certain stretches. Started that fourth quarter, we didn't execute very well at all. Turned the ball over a great deal. Took some rush shots. So it's just about execution in those situations.
How much can a game with an atmosphere like this do you think prepare Ramon for the playoffs? Him having
I think he's fine. I think he's fine. I mean, he doesn't really seem to flinch at anything. He seems pretty well composed. I don't think he's afraid of the big stage at all.
Kobe, what up, guys?
Last question.
When Blake responds like that to that dunk and he stands over Powell, I mean, do you guys take notice of that kind of stuff? Do you talk about it?
I would have done the same thing. I mean, it's a hell of a play, hell of a basketball play, but 2 points is 2 points, and he's got to deal with Powell at the other end. Powell's not going to do anything flashy or anything spectacular, but Powell's a tough matchup for anybody on that post.